So thrifting has been a huge trend lately. I've seen a lot of people shop more at thrift stores more than ever. But which one is better, thrifting or shopping at a retail store? Now obviously there's pros and cons to each one. Now shopping at a retail store definitely has its positives. Now there are some downsides that I really don't like when I'm shopping at retail stores. And of course vice versa. There are some really strong positives when it comes to shopping at thrift stores, but there are some things that I really don't like as well. So for today's video, I'm going to be comparing the two to see which one is better. Now obviously the first thing I have to do is go to a thrift store, shop there, then after I'm going to be shopping at some retail stores. Now I'm going to be shopping at two places each. But to make it a little bit more fair, when I'm shopping at the thrift store, I can pick out as many things that I want. But when I'm shopping at the retail stores, I can only pick out one thing from each store. Now the stores that I'm going to be choosing are going to be my two favorite ones, which is Pacsun and H&M. So like I said, I'm going to pick out one thing from both of these stores, and then when I go to the thrift store, I could choose however many things that I want. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to be shopping at the thrift store now to find out which one is better. Alright, so I just pulled out of the mall and I ended up getting one thing from H&M and I ended up getting one thing from Pacsun. And then now I'm gonna go to the thrift stores to see what I can get. Alright, so now that I'm back, I can show you the pickups. So like I said, I went to two different thrift stores and two different retail stores. On the retail stores, I only picked up one thing each. And then at the thrift stores, I picked up whatever I thought was really cool. So first, let's start off with the retail stores. So the first store that I ended up going to was Pacsun. And like I mentioned earlier, Pacsun is one of my favorite stores. I really like them because they retail a bunch of different companies, like Playboy, which is what I'm wearing right now, and it's also what I ended up buying as well. Now all the clothes that I bought today, I mostly bought it for the summer, because right now when I'm recording this, it is summer, and even today it was like 90 degrees, so it was insanely hot. So I decided just to pick up some t-shirts. So I really like this one. It says Playboy Surf Club Beverly Hills 1953. I like this color. It's a very versatile color, so I thought it was a really good pickup, and the price was $25. Alright, the next store is going to be H&M, and I like H&M a little bit more just because they're more affordable. And this shirt I really like as well. It says San Francisco Pacific Heights, and then on the back it says the same exact thing. I really like this colorway as well. I could wear it a lot, especially in the summer. I think this colorway is perfect for the summertime. And this one ended up coming out to only $14, so it was way cheaper. Alright, the thrift store that I ended up going to was Goodwill. Now I picked up a few shirts from here. So this one is an old Broncos shirt. It says Class Council 2019-2020. To be honest, I have no idea what it means, but I thought it was really cool. And this one was actually only $3.99, so for $4 it was actually pretty decent. Alright, and then here's the next shirt that I ended up picking up. This is college apparel. It says UC Riverside, which is a school here in California. It's a pretty big school, so I thought this was a really cool pickup. As far as t-shirts go, when I'm going thrifting, there's three things that I really like. There's college and school apparel, there is location apparel, and I really like sports team apparel. Those three are my favorite things to pick up from thrift stores, so I thought that was a good pickup. And then the next store was Salvation Army, which is another thrift store if you're unfamiliar with that. But this one I thought was really cool. So like I mentioned earlier, I really like sports team apparel. So this New York Yankees shirt, it was really cool. I also like the navy colorway, also a very versatile color. And if you know me, I also really like darker colors. So I thought this was a really good pickup. This one actually only costed me $1, which is actually insane. But anyway, since we're comparing thrifting and retail shopping, like I said, there are some pros and cons. So I think we should start off with the retail stores. So the pros, obviously, it's much easier to find things that you will like, especially if you're shopping at the stores that you already know that you like. Another pro is you don't really have to worry about quality as soon as you buy it because it's a brand new shirt, so it's obviously going to be in better condition. However, there are a few cons from retail stores that not a lot of people consider. For example, the biggest con that I could think of is there is no uniqueness when it comes to shopping at retail stores, especially fast fashion, which Pacsun and H&M are examples of fast fashion because everything there is mass produced. So chances are if you buy a shirt from Pacsun, you're going to see a lot of other people with the same exact shirt. So there's nothing really unique about it. Now when it comes to thrifting, now obviously there are going to be some things that are from mass produced stores, but for example like this shirt, I'm not going to see a whole lot of other people wearing this shirt. So there is that sense of uniqueness, which is really cool. I really value being unique in men's fashion as well. Another pro, it's extremely cheap. Like I said, I picked up that shirt for only $1, which is absolutely insane. Now the first con that I could think of is you need patience when it comes to thrifting. Now There are so many times where I think that there's nothing good and I might leave, and when that happens, I end up finding something really cool. So you do have to have some good patience, and you also have to keep in mind that you're not going to find something good every single time. So that's one really big con when it comes to thrifting. So as far as which one is better, it really all depends on you. Now, if you're someone like me who doesn't really have a lot of patience, retail shopping is going to be a better option. However, if you do have patience and you want that sense of uniqueness when it comes to your outfits, thrifting is also going to be a way better option. Also, if you're on a budget, thrifting is going to be the clear choice. So as far as which one is better, like I said, it's completely on what you like more and what you value more. One thing I can give you for a piece of advice, it doesn't have to be either or. Now, I really value minimal clothes like this, and I also value vintage clothes because of that whole trend. And like I always tell you, it's really important to have a nice sense of range when it comes to men's fashion, because you don't want to get bored of the same thing over and over. So some days you can switch to clothes that I pick up from mass-produced places like fast fashion stores, and sometimes I want to be more unique and have my outfits stand out even more. And when I'm feeling that kind of vibe, I'm gonna be picking up some clothes from thrifted places. But anyways, that is pretty much it for today's video, so I hope it did help. If it did, make sure to leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And if you are new around here, I just want to let you know that in this channel, I simplify men's fashion and fitness. So if you want to learn more about that, make sure to subscribe, because I definitely think I can help you out. But anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.